Namaskar and welcome to our Chat with Changemakers series. I'm your host, Sushma Raturi, Secretary, Academic Council STAR. And today we'll be diving deep into the dynamic and ever-changing world of education. We are joined by two experts in this field, and I welcome our chief guest, Mr. Dheeraj Mehrotra, and our senior advisor to our Academic Council STAR, Mrs. Sarita Mathur. And before we begin, it's my proud privilege to share Mr. Dheeraj Mehrotra's illustrious profile with all. So Mr. Mehrotra is an education evangelist with over 28 years of experience in this field. He's a national awardee educator and has headed prominent schools like the NPS International School, Guwahati, the Indian School, and currently he's the principal of Coors Global School.
Thank you so much.
I want to bring up this burning topic that we are constantly hearing about, new approaches to teaching and learning. Is there an end in sight, or will we continue to see new innovations emerging? I mean, what are the most needed pedagogical innovations right now, according to you?
Well, when we talk about innovations, the priority comes about somewhat like utilizing the power of artificial intelligence. That is somewhat like we need to tell our children as of now, because coming couple of years from now, we will be more diluting towards grabbing information through the power of technology and in fact learning it as a buddy. From the buddy, and in fact being ourselves capable enough to not only get the knowledge, form the knowledge, but curate the knowledge. That is what is expected. And prompt engineering is one such priority and supposed to be the most hunted and powerful skill for the year 2023, which is going to grow further. So prompt engineering is a part of format through which one learns how to utilize the power of artificial intelligence, like in what way I should be utilizing interaction with the robo or any device for, say, Alexa or Siri, or if I come to land up saying the chat GPT itself, what should be the right terminology or the vocabulary I should be using in order to get the best results. And that is how I compute myself to be of the framework of learner of the new age. And that street smart learning not only has to be contributed from the side of the students, but also the teachers. Even they need to look forward to innovative ways of making the classroom interesting, because the child in the classroom will be only interested in you if you talk about technology and the technology oriented learning.
I know a lot can be done, but there's something called time crunch and maintaining work-life balance, and at the same time keeping oneself updated. So there's a constant juggle, between the two. Sarita ma'am, any views on this?
Time crunch and?
Keeping your professional balance also. So how do you manage that, your work-life balance and your personal life? How do you balance the two?
Yeah. Sushma, that's a really, really tough one. And
not easy.
A few minutes ago when he spoke about the teacher burnout, and I remember reading quite some time ago, and I think it was Reader's Digest, where I was shocked to know that the profession which has the fastest and earliest rate of burnout, I mean, it happens fastest, earliest, and when it happens at a very rapid speed, is the teaching profession. So to really, really have that balance, work-life balance in this profession is very, very tough. I think if you, and this is a very tough one, if you have the good fortune of joining an organization which has a culture of kindness, of large-heartedness, of a real love for people and children, that is a blessing, because at the end of the day, in our schools, we are about people. Okay?
Yes.
There are things that children have to learn, there are skills they have to pick up. So in this whole kind of crazy scenario, Besides reading and smiling, which is something we can advise all teachers to always do, they also need to constantly keep themselves upskilled, keep an eye and be careful about their professional development. There are a lot of, asynchronous courses, online courses, self-paced learning. I know, Sushma ma'am, at STAR, you have these self-paced learning courses as well, where teachers can just join in anytime and study at their pace. And if the teacher can create a target for themselves to do maybe even 1 or 2 courses every year, which is aligned with their domain competency requirements, that's one way of doing it, because time is precious. Teachers, like in every other profession, have responsibilities outside their organization and all. So yeah, that would be my answer to your question.
So Sarita, you spoke about upskilling for teachers. So another important concerns that comes to my mind is, how will the teachers adapt their assessment practices to align with the evolving education landscape? I think this question would be just right for Dheeraj. I mean, is there a way to strike a balance between the traditional or more innovative forms of assessment to ensure that learning is happening?
Actually, as a matter of fact, the inputs by the parents comes out to be an immediate assessment. My child was there in class 6, he was like that, and ever since he has come in class 7, probably he started doing this, doing that. And that is the observation. Henceforth, I always tell my teachers to be in connect with the parents regarding everyday activity. Even if the child does something good, should be encouraged and communicated to the parents. Not the blame game, but also the double congratulations game should be played as a part of communication. And then they come out with so many things. So he was praising you like, he was praising the child he's sitting next to. And that is how I think the instant assessment comes.
We talk about technology integration and we talk about teachers being lifelong learners and they're expected now to be tech savvy. But how much can they adapt effectively in their teaching methods so that they're not going overboard or they're not doing enough? So can you throw some light on this also?
Well, I think it is just not... I'm very much what you call against in implementing coding as a particular format of learning. I feel that the computer programming they've been learning is all enough, and they should be knowing how to handle a machine in order to grab knowledge or do their work. If they know how to play Alexa or how to ask or play a song, or for example, they know how to get a particular output from a ChatGPT platform, for example, right? Same for the teachers. It is not like that they are expected to learn Java programming or C++ programming in order to be a well-versed tech-based teacher for sure. Not at all. It is just what is required is what has been through Corona, that every teacher should be well aware about how to, organize the Zoom meet and how to plug in wherein required and how to basically organize a type of a quiz for the children so that they are comfortable. Making a PPT is the gone years now. Children today form about, working online straight away in the cloud. Like the same document you are working, for example, Canva, they can share the link and the child can color up and then the teachers can fill in. Similarly, it can be for a spreadsheet which is being shared online, where children also put their data. Instantly, it has been evaluated. So this is a type of an expertise I think the teachers should be of that platform and well housed and well condensed by the schools where they implement. Thanks to the vendors who are there at every means, coming up to us that this is how the teachers can do. Now they have specific apps where teacher and the children can connect for themselves while not in school as well. That the password ID and a simple ERP, a simplest of the vendor gives you an app wherein you can connect with the teacher for the assignments or for anything like that. I think it's the most economical format available these days. So I would like to say that it is not a competency that the teachers need to. It is coming by default. Of course, for the teachers who have had years and years of experience, feel that computer, I think there is nobody now. Everybody knows about it, whether it's a document sharing or whether it is a format to be delivered. It is gone are the days, I think, even grandmas and granddads are well aware about this fact. So it's nothing like something special.
I think now Sarita ma'am is hinting at the rapid fire round that she's very excited about. And we are ready, but Sarita, please don't ask us very tricky questions. We are on camera.
Okay, but by the way, Sushma, it's not called rapid fire round. It's called Changemaker Challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I have here some papers, and I'm going to start with Dheeraj.
Oh my God.
And so the way this thing works is, Dheeraj, you're going to be given a word. Okay, and the same will go for Sushma, but Sushma's will have the second. And you have to give me one word, just one word that you associate with the word I give you. Okay, anything that comes to mind. Don't worry, it's not a psychological test. We just want to see what you associate with that word. So you ready for your first word, Dheeraj?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Here we go. Just one word. Change.
Maker.
Professional development.
A priority.
Principal. Principal as in P-A-L.
A learner.
Thank you. And I'm now going to ask Sushma her 3 questions. Are you ready, Sushma?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
Okay. Your first question, there are no prizes for this. Okay, this is not like Coffee with Karan where I'm going to come with a hamper and give you something. This is just for fun. Okay? Innovative.
Teacher.
Forward.
Educational practices.
Change maker.
Technology.
Thank you for that. Interesting, very interesting. And now we come to round 2, which is not a one-word answer. It is a yes-no kind of a monosyllable answer, but you are allowed to explain very briefly your answer after you give your answer. Okay, so it's what, when we were putting together, we said it'll be a spicy thing or a controversial thing. It's not really that spicy or controversial. So, Dheeraj, your first question is, give me a one-sentence definition of leadership.
Making things happen.
Okay, thank you. Your second one, Dheeraj, would be, I want your opinion on this. Rate the NCF on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 obviously being the highest, as a well thought out document.
7.
7? Great. And your last one, Dheeraj, is India is shining, in inverted commas. In relation to school education, do you agree with this, that India is shining? Yes, no, or somewhere in between?
Yes for private schools, no for government schools.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dheeraj, very much. And Sushma, I'm going to ask you exactly the same 3 questions, and you can explain also a little bit a one-sentence definition of leadership.
Leading by example.
Question number 2, rate the NCF on a scale of 1 to 10 as a well thought out document, in your opinion.
8.
Okay, and Dheeraj said 7, you said 8, so that's not too much of a significance difference there. India is shining. In relation to school education, would you say yes, no, or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between.
Okay, great. So thank you, Dheeraj and Sushma, for your quick thoughts and your one-liners on the Changemaker Challenge. Back to you, Sushma.
So that was fun, actually. I was getting nervous, but now it's time to wind up. And on behalf of STAR, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Dheeraj for your insights into complexities of professional development, time management, assessments, technology integration, work-life balance in the teaching profession, and some very good inputs coming from Sarita on how educators need to stay up ahead of the curve. And as all good things come to an end, it's time to sign off for today. Goodbye from STAR with a double T. Until then, shine on.